Hey, Cub fans! Thanks for joining us here on Cubs 24/7, where Randy talks Cubs. I'm delighted to tell you that I'm going to give you the recap on the very last spring training game for 2024. After this, we'll go ahead and turn the page and get ready to gear up for regular season baseball here in a couple of days, and I couldn't be more grateful. But to finish strong, I want to do a full recap on the game. Cardinals 7, Cubs 2. A little bit of a weird game. More recurring theme with the anemic offensive production. And I guess there's a silver lining in some of the darkness that covered this game. Darkness, like we struck out 16 times. Shota gave up 8 hits in 3+ innings, 4 runs. But there's some brightness in it. So let's try to find the good news, and I've got some for us. Let's do the lineups. Ian Happ led off in the DH spot. Nico was at second base hitting second. Belly in center field hitting third. Christopher Morel again at third base hitting cleanup. Dansby was at shortstop hitting fifth. Amaya was catching hitting sixth. Talk played right field today hitting seventh. Garrett Cooper got a start at first base hitting eighth. Miles Mastrobone got a start in left field hitting ninth. And most of the regulars only got an at bat, maybe 2 at the most. So they made the substitutions early. And I'll just give you the rundown. We scored 2 runs, got 1 in the third when Mike Talkman hit a solo home run to right field. And then we got another one in the 7th. Christian Franklin golfed a solo bomb to left center in the 7th. So those are the 2 Cub runs. Ian Happ, good news, he went 2 for 3, got 2 singles in his first 2 at bats, so he looked better today. Nico went 0 for 1 with a 6-4-3 double play grounder. Bellinger went 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Morel went 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Dansby was 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Amaya went 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a grounder to short. Talk went 1 for 1 with the home run. That's all he had. Garrett Cooper went 0 for 2 with a strikeout and fly to center. And Miles Mastrobone went 1 for 2 with a single and a fly out to right. Some of the other guys, in addition to Christian Franklin's solo home run, some other guys got it at bat. Hayden Cantrell got it at bat, struck out swinging. Matt Shaw played quite a bit. He got 3 at bats today. He goes 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out to third. Kevin Alcantara struck out 3 times today. Nick Madrigal struck out and doubled before popping up to second base. So Nick went 1 for 3 today. Jefferson Rojas went 0 for 3, 2 ground outs to the shortstop, swinging strikeout. Hayden McGeary got an at bat and struck out. And Casey Opitz got an at bat. No, I got 2. Casey Opitz 1 at bat. Pop out to the catcher, fouled out to the catcher. So, yeah, 16 strikeouts. I was really feeling it, too. It was like a lot of chase, a lot of my memory is at some point I just, like, we're swinging curveballs a foot outside, and it started to wear on me a little bit. So I'm gonna suggest that maybe they were already mentally packed and headed to Texas, because it just didn't look good. 16 strikeouts, bunch of chase. And so let's go to the pitching. Shota, okay, here's Shota's numbers. 73 pitches. He pitches 3+ innings. He doesn't get out of the 4th. He gives up 8 hits, 4 runs, and walked 1, but he struck out 6. So I thought Shota looked pretty good today. I thought he pounded the zone a little bit. There's a couple times when I thought maybe he got squeezed a touch. But the 8 hits is really misleading. It was just the weirdest of situations where they didn't hit the ball hard, and they hit it where we just couldn't get it. For example, Bellinger had a really odd day in center field. He didn't play much, but there were 3 balls that Bellinger could have caught, maybe should have caught them, and he just didn't. And he was sort of in this triangle. He had one that was hit over his head toward left field, and he just got to the wall, and I don't know if he got lost, whatever, or he didn't want to run into the wall here in the last game of spring training, which I totally support. him not doing it. He did make a great effort and it fell. But if you're Shota, you're going, well, that ball should have been caught. Then a couple batters later, Belly misreads a ball that was hit off the trademark into short right center, and he just didn't get there. So if you're Shota, you're thinking, well, that should have been caught. And then there was another one flared to short left center that Belly giving full effort would have gotten. So there's 3 of them. Then Talkness played one, a fly ball that hit on the warning track. He just misread it. He came in a step or two and then had to go back and got twisted and turned, and that fell. So Shota's thinking, somebody catch one. Another CNI ground ball that just got through that Nico, he came close. Maybe he shouldn't have got it, but it wasn't hit hard. So my point was, Shota looked fine. He just had, it was an unbelievable run of circumstances, and it just kept going on him. And I just thought, I was like, my God, when is this going to start? And then Shota got an error on a ground ball to Cooper at first base. And the error was on Shota because the ball hit his glove, but it was above his head. So he's running to cover first. And Cooper underhanded this ball. And Coop held on to it a little too long, and it sailed. So instead of hitting Shota on the run where he could handle it, it was above his head. Shota reached up, tried to grab it, hit off his glove, and they gave Shota the error. But I'm sure if you ask Cooper, he'd take responsibility for it because he didn't hit the target, just held on to that underhand toss, and it floated on him. So when you see Shota's numbers today, disregard them. Shota looked fine. In fact, Shota looked good. So that's the good news in it. Joe Nahas came in, pitched an inning, struck out 3. Yancey pitched an inning, just gave up 1 hit. Frankie Scalzo Jr. pitched an inning, gave up 3 hits and a run. Michael Arias pitched an inning, gave up a hit and 1 run. Zach Lee pitched an inning, got 2 strikeouts. Jose Romero came in and gave up a home run for a run. So, it was just kind of an odd game. All of those situations happened early, and it just sort of put a damper on it. So the 16 Ks, I'm not happy with that, obviously. And I think it was the most chase that I'd seen all spring. But, like I said, they're mentally, they've checked out. They're done with spring training. Everybody's done with spring training. So it's time to move on. But that's where we are. That's a wrap for spring training 2024. We now get serious. All of the dormant Cub fans are coming in now over the next couple of days. We're going to welcome them to Randy Talks Cubs. Tell all your dormant Cub fan friends to check us out. We'll be covering the Cubs as best I can, and it's going to be serious starting on Thursday. So thanks for joining us again. We'll see you guys soon. Go Cubs, go.